Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a 2025 recap. How was my life? What were the highlights? Every juicy thing you want to know. Let's do it!
Hi, I'm Rai and this is my channel. I love sharing my world to the world, so come along with me.
Hi everyone, welcome to Life with Rai. It's 2026! Welcome to the new year, welcome to a new season, welcome to your best year yet, and welcome to the year that Life with Rai comes back bigger, better. Obana clock it! So you know what the video is about. From the caption you can tell that I'm giving you a full recap of my 2025 experience. Yes, I did the video for when I was transitioning into 2025 from 2024, and now I'm doing a video transitioning, or wait, I'm already in 2026 from 2025. So let's hear the highlights. So 2025 was a wonderful year. It was bittersweet, but it was wonderful, and it was indeed my year of dominion. Just like 2024, it was a very, very bold year. When I say bold, we were very bold, and we did a lot of things that we never thought we could do, both positively and negatively. Just like 2024, transitioning to 2025, I told you that I gave a pledge at my church, and I told you how the experience was so profound and so memorable because I was in school at that time, and it was my school allowance that I gave for the pledge seed in the beginning of the year. Well, I did that again, but this time I wasn't in school, I wasn't getting allowance, I was working. I just remember that I'm still wearing this headset. Anyways, this time around I was working, and thank God I was working, because I didn't even remember that we were supposed to do a pledge in January, like, oh, I participate in this thing. So thankfully I was working for a particular organization where I was their social media manager and content strategist. I did that for 3 months. January, it was towards the end of December that I got the job, so I did that for January, February and March. So I just got the job. It was my first salary. God already told me that this is the amount I want you to give for that January, and that was the exact amount of my salary. So what else is going to tell you that, bro, you have to sacrifice this? I did that, and I did it with ease because I've already experienced sacrificing money for this particular purpose. So it was at ease. I was just like, okay, it's my first salary, makes sense, and I gave it to God, and I do not regret it for once, because 2025 I made money, like my own money. When I'm saying I made money, like, I do know, I'm actually growing. Yeah, like I'm so proud of myself. I am so extremely proud of myself and everything that I did in 2025. Good, bad, not the bad, but good. So in the start of the year 2025, I had a nudge in my spirit that the way I transitioned to 2025, it wasn't going to start as a great year. I mean, these are some of the things that people are afraid to say, but not everybody that transitions to a new year is actually happy for that new year. Not that they're not happy for the new year. I mean, they have expectations, but they are so, like, everybody's like, happy new year, and celebrating. But some people know that this new year is coming with some things, or maybe they know that some baggages that they had in 2025 we're going to 2024 we're going to transition to the next year. So coming into 2025, I just knew it that that particular thing that I did not drop in 2024, if I transition like that to 2025, so the first January 1st like this, I knew that it wasn't going to start so great. But I kept proclaiming that it was a dominion year for me, it was a dominating year for me and all of that. But I focused on just that, and I didn't focus on the parts, the weights that I carried to 2025. But thankfully, before the end of the year 2025, I was able to let go and make peace with myself, and I'm so grateful for that. So like I said, I was working at that time, and I worked for 3 months. I worked for 3 months because I had to go for NYC in April, and it was just for a short experience. kind of. It was just for a short period of time, and I'm glad I did, because during that time I used that time to, you know, ease off it, like experience firsthand what it actually means to work, not baby actual work with actual human beings. Not like I was not working with human beings before, but actual work with people that you do not know them, they're not your family members, you didn't meet them from school, nothing of that. And it was a very bittersweet experience for me, because I cried most of the times, because I doubted myself so much. I got myself overwhelmed with a lot of unnecessary things, like, baby girl, just chill. I just got too overstimulated and over everywhere. I had the opportunity of even being in charge of the entire media production for that particular event, and that particular organization just did this physical event for the very first time. Like, it was the first time doing a physical event, and I was the one in charge of media. I know media, but I'm normally behind the camera, not organizing this, but it was good. Like I said, it was a bittersweet experience, but it was an experience that helped me in, like, okay, I don't see life now, okay, this is what it's about. Okay, April, I went for my NYSC. There's already a vlog on my NYSC, my entire NYSC experience. There's nothing in that video that doesn't show how I experienced NYSC for 3 weeks, NYSC camp for 3 weeks in the state of Ekiti. That video is already there, so go and watch it. So yeah, I went for NYSC in April. I was on the plane for the very first time, even though I was going to Ekiti, but next time it will be Canada. But anyways, then in April, I cut my hair. I did a video for that, so where I did a video of how I ghosted YouTube for months. So that was where I told you guys that I cut my hair. And then in May, I did my first ever face modeling. So a friend texted me that another friend needed to be a model, needed someone to be a model for a particular makeup thing, and then I went for it. I even went by myself. Like, this 2020 last year was very terrible year. I did things that I never saw myself doing, or I saw myself doing, but I never thought, like, because where I went to do that makeup is very far. Aside, very far for someone that doesn't really know roads or places in Lagos. It was very nice that I went for it, even though it beats me small. But anyways, I enjoyed it. I did face modeling, and is a highlight, because I used to be afraid of doing makeups, because every makeup artist I've met, I've met after, like, from 2025 upward till now. I say upward, basically I've met good makeup artists, but some of them will tell me that, oh, my face is too structured, or my face is this, and the makeup, they don't always come out well. So I've always had, like, a phobia for it. But being a model, like, I just enjoyed the experience. I was taken care of, like, I enjoyed it, and I loved how I looked. Then in 2025, KTFB clocked 3. KTFB is Keep the Fire Burning. Is a community of girls that we pray together, study the word together, do everything together, basically do life together, because this is, like, we clocked 3. A lot of us are joined from the very beginning, and we had a lot of people joining. I remember the last video that I did, I put there that KTFB, I think we had like is it 4 members or 10? I don't know if we're up to 10, or I don't know, but now we're currently 18, and we were more than 18, but a lot of people dropped out and a lot of people were taken away. But I am so grateful that the community is growing, not just in numbers but individually. Like, everybody is actually growing in their spiritual life, and we being 3 years now is such a great thing for us, and we're so grateful to God. So if you want to join, this is the first time I'm actually telling any people that you want to join. There'll be, let's say, a link, or I'll just put my handle, my Instagram handle, Rai_X. You can just message me and let me know, or you can put it, put it in the comment section that you want to join KTFB. Just put KTFB, and then I'll get you plugged in. So we clocked 3 years in 2025, and I'm so grateful for all the things that God is still going to do with us in 2026. In 2025, I attended Recharge Conference. I've always been in school anytime Global Impact Church is having their Recharge Conference. I've always been in school. Sometimes I try to attend online, but it was never just like attending physically. And I joined for the very first time this why do I keep saying this, in 2025, and I was so blessed. I was so blessed by all the ministers that came and the experience. I got to do a live studio session with ID Kabasa and the handler, and it was good. Like, small girl like me, well, small girl will be good. So obviously, from what I've been saying for 2025, it showed that I actually went out a lot. So I explored Lagos to an extent, and I'm happy that I did that, because you think you can be a Jebo for a long time until when you actually want to go out to somewhere, so this time you are just like thinking, when the place is not even that far. Like, I just realized that some places were not just far. I was just too scared or too used to being at home or going with car. So yeah, I explored Lagos. I entered Danfo for a very long period of time. I had serious aches, but now our body is now grown to contain it, so I don't have the pains anymore. let me tell you something. So usually when I take a bus, I will come down, then I'll take keke to where my house now. So usually, or sometimes, when I'm on the keke, baby, I'm sitting in front now. You know how you hold the iron? So I got used to holding the iron so much, so that even when I'm in my dad's car, I will hold oh Jesus. Went out for so many events with my friends and outings, hangouts, went out to do shoots and work related things. I went out with I also had the opportunity of going out a lot because of my PPA as well. Went for so many programs and events that just exposed me to a lot of things. So also this year, for my birthday, I really liked it. So a few weeks before my birthday, I had, when I said that I explained to you that I carried a particular thing to the year, and it affected me a lot. So that thing was so much during my birthday period and weeks before it, and it was a very sad moment. A lot of things were just happening at the same time that wasn't just adding up, and it was just a sad experience. I caught myself listening to sad music, crying so many times, and then my PPA wasn't even helping matters. But that PPA talk is for another day. Let me finish my NYC. Thank you. That was the first time that I did my birthday, and I was surprised on my birthday, and I was actually surprised. Like, I had no idea. My friends came, they cooked for me, we did TikToks, nothing so big, but I loved it because it was what I needed to understand that I am loved, not just by man but by God. And I got a lot of gifts from a lot of people that I was like, you remember, you had me in mind. And it was such a good experience, and that was like God's own way of showing me that I still love you, but you need to let this go. But I still love you, and I still see you as special. I still call you my child in that sense. Also, in the year 2025, I had viral videos on TikTok. Obviously it was TikTok because TikTok drives, it has a lot of, it gives you a lot of opportunity to quickly go viral, but at the same time it's very it makes you know that okay, this content is really good. You can post it on Instagram like that. I had so many videos that went viral in 2025, and I'm grateful to God. But now what I want to even focus more on is, because most of the viral videos were not really about me, maybe external things. So what I did towards the ending of 2025 is that I started posting consistently from November till now. But I started posting consistently from the 18th of November till the end of 2025. It was challenging because I felt sick. I even had to put a post that, it's not like I'm not doing again. No, I felt sick and all of that. But I loved the fact that I was able to be consistent. And even when I was anticipating when I'm going to be done with the whole series for that year, I found myself in 2026 also posting as well, and this one was not, oh, I'm doing a series. Like, I found myself creating content and still posting, and the consistency has just been there. And it has been the viral videos. I was able to get to 1K followers on TikTok. It's a big deal. Me, I didn't even know until I realized that, oh, when you get to 1K on TikTok, you can go live on TikTok, and like that's like generate a lot of engagement. I didn't know. So you guys watch out for me on TikTok. Also this year I attended 2 weddings, and why this is a highlight for me is because I attended these 2 weddings on my own accord, not family related, not my mommy and my daddy are following me, just me and Pate. And it's giving like a big girl move, so that's why I put it as part of my highlights. Attended the BFF festival with my BFFs. I mean, me and my friends could not go out as much as we did in 2024, but we actually made out time to still, go out and meet up in 2025, because life was life. We're all going to work 9 to 5 and everything, and also our side businesses and all of that, so we could not always meet as much as we did in 2024. But yeah, we attended the BFF festival. It was mwah. I did a vlog on it on IG, you should see it. And then for 2025, I had a plan that I was going to get some particular certificates, but I didn't know which one. But I had the opportunity of at least doing completing 2 online courses on social media managing, digital marketing. I still want to do more, and I pray I do more this year. 2025, my mom clocked 50, and it was a huge deal for me as the ada of the family, the firstborn of the family, because I had to take responsibility, and it was my first time. All other milestone years I was in school, so I didn't attend, but this one I was at home, managed a few things, stressed a few times, got angry a few times, but I loved the party. We did it at home, and everything went as planned, and we give God all the glory for a beautiful year. In 2025, I also invested a lot in my content, not just in showing up every time, but also in the instruments that I use, like the tools, the light, the tripod. The light and tripod I'm using right now, I didn't have them in 2024. I didn't even have them in the beginning of 2025, but I have them now, and I'm so happy. The microphone I'm using as well was gifted to me, and yeah, I invested a lot in my content because I didn't want to give myself any reason why I was not making content. Any reason. Is it mic? Somebody gifted you a mic. Is it tripod? You have one, buy. Is it lights? Get one. I even got 2 lights, a selfie light as well, so that I don't have any excuse at all. So I invested a lot in my content. I was consistent. I showed up more. I did it shamelessly. What I mean by shamelessly is that I didn't care at all. I wanted to put myself out there, and I'm still putting myself out there, because what God has placed inside of me, the passion and everything, I need to put it out there. Why would I hide myself? Why? No. Why would I say, oh, this is it? No. If there's any limitation, you work on it. The first limitation was like I didn't have enough tools and enough this or that to do my videos, but guess who has that now? So there's no reason why I should not be making content. In 2025, I also attended my friend's convocation. Not just one friend, but multiple friends, but it was just one in particular that I went for, and I saw all my other friends convocate, and it was a lovely experience. I went back to school, and it was looking like I didn't want to go, because my friends were not looking for me, that Mercy, let's go back to Lagos, let's go. But I really loved it, because my school can be a lot. For those who are just saying this, my school, I graduated from Covenant University. My school might seem like a lot to some people, and it might seem a lot in some areas, but I really, really love my school. I love where I graduated from. I love the environment. I love everything. So when I got there that day, I was just like, I want to go to chapel. school. I want to go to HOD ground. I want to go to the hostel. I want to just see it, because like it makes me feel so happy. Because there are times like this now, doing this video, talking like this, saying some things that I've experienced in 2025 were things that I prayed for in my school, were things that I knelt down and cried to God, told God, I want this, I want to be like this, I want to do better in this area, I want to do this. And I see myself living in those answered prayers now, and it just makes me so happy. In 2025, I joined Hallelujah Challenge for the first time. I didn't do to the end. I didn't do to the end. I did a few days. I did the last day. I did, but I wanted to actually do it and know, okay, and I can tell you for free that the things that I prayed for, the things that I danced and praised God for, I'm seeing them now. Even today, as I'm recording this video that I'm recording now, I'm seeing them now. Things happen today that were things I prayed for, and it was just a joyful experience. 12 a.m. I'm here fighting with sleep. I must pray, I must praise God. But yes, I loved it because I could join with my friends as well. We were all texting each other, oh, how far, don't sleep, or wake up, or this and that. It was good. In 2025, I was able to reconnect with my primary school besties. Oh God, these girls are dear to my heart, all of them as well, all my classmates and all, but these two girls were really dear to my heart. And being able to reconnect with them again in 2025, after a long time of trying to search everywhere, even Facebook, check everywhere, me that I'm not even on Facebook, using accounts to check Facebook, to check this, where are you, no numbers, no nothing. But I was happy that I was able to reconnect with them again, and it was just a joyful moment. I say a joyful moment to see them face to face again. A lot of things changed, but our hearts for each other didn't change, and it was good. So I know that for those that watched the 2024 recap, you heard me when I said I met AEO. Guess who met him again this year? Last year, me. But I didn't snap any picture with him. Sadly, I didn't see him, but I was at his concert, his 2 nights in Lagos. I didn't know that I was going to attend, but God brought a giveaway to me, and I won by God's grace. And I was able to attend, and it was, gosh, I have a vlog on my Instagram. It was a very good experience. Trust AEO to give you a show. Not just a show, but he ministered. We had times during the concert that we just worshipped. A lot of people were crying. It was just a time to give God thanks and be grateful to God. And it was, you are who you think you are. Trust me. I'm gonna meet you again. I've said it in this video, I'm gonna meet you again. We're going to recreate our picture from when I was in school during TEDx. Yes. So remember my first ever video on YouTube where I said, when someone asked me for my skincare routine or something, I said that it's God. Well, guess what? I started a skincare journey. I started in 2025. Not that my skin is bad. My skin is not bad. Nothing's wrong with me. Without skincare, I'm glowing. I am glowing. But as you are glowing, you need to glow more. And as you grow old, you need to not grow old, but as you grow every day, you need to add some extra things. So yeah, I started my skincare journey in 2025, and I like it. I like doing some 1 or 2s, and it's really helping. As you can see, I'm glowing. Also in 2025, I introduced myself to a lot of things. Now, this is one of the reasons why I said it was a very bold year for me. I introduced myself into saving and investments. I have not done as much as I want to do or as expected, but for the first step to actually acknowledge that this is important and I need to do this thing, I am very proud of myself. I bought my first stock in 2025. Before 2025, I didn't know what that means, but I did get a stock. I was able to save. I'm still saving, and I'm happy that I did that. Like I said, big girl steps, you know. In 2025, I also got a side job which I love so much. Like, I love this job so much. It's also a social media managing job, and I'm happy that I'm doing it. I really like it. And also my PP has given me a lot of experiences during like the work hours, and during how to manage an office, how to you know, live with people, because I'm practically living with them now. I'm just coming to my house to visit. But yes, it has exposed me to a lot of things: how to talk, how to behave, mannerism, how to manage things, how to, you know, all these things are bold steps for me. Above all, in 2025, I led people to Christ. I discipled people. I can say that I discipled people. I counseled people. Is it counsel? I taught people. And it was a joy, because souls are coming back to Christ. Souls are redirecting their lives to Christ, and Jesus was seen in me. That's such a great honor. That's such a great honor. And I spiritually, honestly, if I rate myself, I'll say but God used that to lead people to Christ. God used those moments, those down moments, those experiences, those pain, for the greater good. And I can say that in pain, sometimes that's where the big thing comes in. And the big thing for me at that period was to, like, imagine somebody messaging you concerning a particular thing they were going through, that you are going through, and you're like, what's going on? And then I'm like, the first response is like, I beg, I don't know anything, or something like that. And then I'm just having everything in my heart to tell this person. And that's how, from telling the person, it was made loud in my ear, and me myself, I was able to adjust some things. And I'm so grateful that I was able to do that in 2025. So yeah, in 2025, I was alive. Fell sick a couple of times. Even towards the end of 2025, the devil tried, because I know he tried to cause some serious havoc, but my God said there is still purpose loading, so help me and shift. But yeah, in 2025, I was alive. I made people smile. I did huge things. I earned so much. I was able to get some things for people that I loved, which I've always prayed for, to be able to afford and get. In 2025, I lived for Christ more. In 2025, I was able to look at the things that, okay, I'm good at this thing, I like doing this thing, but is it worth it now? Or should you do this now? Or whenever I'm like overwhelmed, like, oh, this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I just, you know, realized and just told myself that, okay, I think I'll drop this first. To gain, you know, strength and clarity for the others that were much more important. And, you know, I was consistent in, you know, time management, and able to do this at this time, even though sometimes I'm like, Mercy, you're not supposed to be doing this now, or you're supposed to be doing this now. But I was able to manage time. I was able to be responsible, basically. So 2025 was a wonderful year, and that is my recap for the entire year of 2025. So stay tuned for 2026, and stay tuned for so many other beautiful videos that will be coming up on Life with Raye. So yeah, that's all for today. Happy New Year. Welcome to your best year yet. Bye.